How's it going, everyone? Welcome. Tuesday Ninja Stream. I decided that after watching 3 or 4 our friend Somi videos, I could not ignore the Bitcoin price anymore. It just went up a lot. It's pretty crazy. I had a tweet on this I'll go over in a little bit, but boy, let me say hi to the chat real quick and we'll jump into it. Mr. Chuck says, hope HEX pump lasts. All the DJs put in the magazine. Yeah, perhaps. Is HEX next? Is the PulseChain ecosystem next? Is Bitcoin the beginning? Is the dominance? I think it's over 60% right now. Will that come down? When will alt season start? As we used to say in 2017, alt season. When's alt season starting? All that stuff. Interesting questions indeed. Interesting. Could everything come sooner than we thought it would? Or we just like too much into, delaying it, right? That kind of thing. Godfather J6, good to see you, man. Good to see you. The Chad of Chads. He decided that today he wanted to tune in, be a part of the live stream of the Chad group, Chad support group, Chad support Chads, all that stuff. Levi says, thank you, we're building promoting our tickets. Yes. You are very welcome, Levi. You are very welcome. Do my best. I take things I see in the ecosystem and I try to make the most out of it in an honest conversation. So that's what I try to do. Not the hopium guy, not that guy. Plenty of hopium guys and gals and ducks and squirrels. Plenty of them. I can be a little bit different brand. Anyways, let's talk about Bitcoin, right? Pull up the chart here. I don't know. I just like the trading view. I just like I like the color. I like the green. I like the white background. A lot of people are offended by the lack of contrast. They like dark mode, all that stuff. I don't really. Funny enough, GorillaDeFi.com, it is completely dark mode approved. It looks cool like that. I do like the brighter colors on the black background, but I'm not going to switch the website. I do like white a lot. Yeah, so here we go. Look at this. So it's just today. Yeah, literally. Boom, 41, and then went up to 42, 43, and then touched 40, like quite a bit over 44, actually, 44,333 we see here. And then over the past week, we started out, 37, around 37. Again, sitting at just over 44 right now. And then the monthly chart, 25% up in a month. I mean, that's your Mac Daddy Bitcoin gains, right? Like we're here for the 10,000X, but boy, I like to see the biggest names in crypto do well. That gives me hope that the little guys, right, the ones that are ignored, the ones that are the true DeFi, when are we going to do it, right? And then 6 months, yeah, look at this. It's 25K 6 months ago, back in July, back in June, 26K. Imagine that. And then year to date, yeah, that's kind of crazy. 160 over 1x. I thought it was around. Well, no, let's see. Oh yeah, so year to date 166. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think that's almost a 3x. Yeah, almost a 3x, around a 3x. We'll call it just about. So 45, so 15. The math is 15 times 3 is 45, right? Unless the math rules have changed. So very interesting indeed. Yeah, let's see. We hit it. Yeah, okay, they're doing 16K. So I think right before January, we hit, I think November, December, I think it hit around 15K or so. I think I'll show them this. But pretty cool. Bitcoin touched 45K. I know. That's so crazy. What is going on? Why is that? Why are all these things happening? Well, I did a macro stream about a month or so ago with Corey, and that had a lot of things that I was looking at to do these things. Again, not a macro trader, not a TA guy, none of that stuff. I have a lot of other talents, but that is not my wheelhouse. However, I do have a Twitter feed where I tweeted something about Bitcoin. Where is it? Not that one. Yeah. So, and this is, y'all missed it. Richard debated Mr. Peter Schiff a while back, February 2022. You check that out if you want to step in. Richard Hart, Peter Schiff, basically debated crypto versus gold. But I thought it was interesting because we really haven't seen a big debate, or at least I'm not aware of one. Let me know if there is one on HEX versus Bitcoin or other assets versus crypto, stuff like that. And I did a poll. Let's see. I'll talk about the points here in a minute, but I did a poll. Let me put the link in the chat so you guys can check it out. So I did a poll not too long ago on what would, so this is after, the decentralized debate with Gold King and KDP. Funny how that's playing out right now. How, I mean, of course, I still, my position is still decentralization good going forward. Man, I cannot, this gatekeeping censorship stuff is just ridiculous. It's like, it's not even, we should really determine what kind of decentralization it is. Like it's on a spectrum, right? At a certain point, nothing is 100% decentralized, right? So with IPFS, is it like, I was thinking it was like 95%, 90%. And it's like, bro, if whoever is doing the censorship, I haven't looked at exactly, pinpointed it, and it just started kind of happening today or this morning. Maybe it's DWeb, maybe it's what is it, the company? Somebody's using somebody's list for fraud detection, scam, and all that stuff. It is ridiculous how your project can just be like, oh, we don't like it, or vendor says it's bad, that kind of thing. Other people, the API we're using says that. Crazy. Anyways, did the poll here and had a few topics, and I had a whole bunch of other topics, some on the PulseChain forum as well. If you haven't saw that, check it out, pulsechain.forum. A lot of cool conversations going on over there in the last month or so. But meme coins, good or bad? Community wallets versus MetaMask, Bitcoin versus HEX, no more or more sacrifices. Yeah, pretty solid number one with Bitcoin versus, which surprised me. I was like, okay, even in our community and even the HEX PulseChain community, people still apparently like to see the conversation, or maybe a bunch of Bitcoiners voted for it. I don't know, a bunch of curious Bitcoiners out there, perhaps. So that's what, and I wrote a whole post on this. I'll just put this in the chat too. If you haven't been to my blog, yes, I have one. It exists if you like to read. And let's do Bitcoin versus HEX. Yeah, so I have like a whole breakdown. I'll drop this in the chat as well, if anyone's interested. Whole breakdown, different stuff. I read this about a year or so ago. Features, security, usability, trust, all that. It still still translates pretty well. Even when prices and ecosystem was just different back then. PulseChain hadn't launched, all that obviously. Pretty interesting if you're looking for more data on that. But just I brought out a few things. I did not use the blog to come up with these. This is like new stuff I just came up with in like 15 minutes just by thinking about it, doing a little bit of research. So a few points as if they were to take place, if a debate were to take place. So Bitcoin has done almost a 3x in the last year. Yeah, there you go. You saw the chart. That is, working on, if you go from 15K to 45K, then you can call it around a 3x or so. However, HEX did a 4x, EHEX. If you look at the Ethereum chart, let's look at the Ethereum chart right now. It's at 0.05 at the moment. However, look at it, we're looking at the monthly, I think, or 6 months. Yeah, look at that. Oh my gosh. It was at 0.028. 0.028 all the way up to, oh my gosh. Remember when EHEX was a penny? That was just, it was just like a breath of fresh air, wasn't it? So nice. So nice. Remember when EHEX was 50 cents? Could it happen again, everyone? Could it happen? Could combined HEX become 50 cents? These questions will be answered in the next year or two, I guess, or tomorrow. You never know. I don't know. I certainly don't know. Hopefully do get an answer though, and I hope it's a very good answer for people who have been delaying gratification. And find the lows, right? DCA. If you bought at 40 cents, you buy a bunch of I did a post on this. Bought HEX at 40 cents. You bought the same amount of HEX at the same dollar amount of HEX at 2 cents, or at the low. No, it's at the low. Yeah, bought the HEX at 40 cents, so it's near the high. Bought the same amount of HEX at when it reached all-time low, or maybe 0.02, or even further, whatever it went to this past 6 months or so, your average price was like 2 cents or something like that. So again, if you're like, oh, if you're one of there's many people who bought HEX at 25, 30, 40, 50 cents last year or 2 years ago. And if you still believe in these products, which a lot of people do, then if you're buying the lows, your DCA price can become very, very more interesting. Then it can flip sad. You need to flip sad and go to happy, right? Also, 28 corporations holding Bitcoin on the balance sheet. I literally got that by typing in companies holding Bitcoin. I just misspelled it, but Google knows what I'm talking about. Oops, not getting the right one. It wasn't CoinGecko, was it? Maybe it's more than 28. I saw 71 right there. No, yeah, it was this one. Okay, I got it from CoinGecko. So, whoa, CoinGecko acquires Zcash. I know. I thought it says Zcash. It says Zash. Okay, I don't know what that is, but I was like, Zcash. I thought JP Morgan acquired Zcash or something like that a long time ago. Anyways, 28 companies, yeah. MicroStrategy. You got Marathon, Galaxy, Tesla, Coinbase, of course, Block, formerly known as Square. A lot of smaller companies in here as well, but a lot of big companies, a lot of companies that ain't going away anytime soon, I do not believe. So pretty cool. Definitely points for Bitcoin in that. We have some institutional products. There's HEX Investment Trust. There's different stuff people can use. You can it's really popular to different products will let you put crypto into or convert your 401k or convert your other products and stuff. Again, not financial advice, just there are products that let you do that in crypto. And yeah, you could buy HEX, you could buy PulseChain or whatever with it. But it's definitely like a fraction. I'm going to imagine, I don't have the numbers in front of me. I imagine it's very, very small compared to all the balance sheets and all the stuff in the countries, holding Bitcoin. They even talk about El Salvador and otherwise. And then, points to Bitcoin again. You can buy it just about anywhere. Like, I've not seen a HEX ATM yet. That would be super sweet, though. Hopefully in the bull run, we'll see HEX ATMs. That would make me very happy to see HEX ATMs for sure. Or just, the coin things that are super promoting. Somebody who's not a duck named Greg paid for, if they would do this, if they would pay for, whatever crypto ATM. I'm sure if you pay them enough, they put your coin as the front one that everyone sees when they walk in the store. Maybe HEX would be cool, put up there, PulseChain otherwise. And then getting yield on your Bitcoin. Yeah, of course, you got to give them, Bitcoin isn't DeFi, right? It's peer-to-peer, trustless digital cash. Love it. Does all these things. But it's not DeFi, at least not today. Not really a big part of it. And pretty much got to give them to somebody else and hope they don't lose all your money, which sucks. I don't want to do that. So you still saw the past couple of years, a lot of people chose that path and did not like where it went. So HEX is real DeFi. Hold your own keys, own your own coins, and mint your own yield. So I'd love to see some debates and conversation around this, especially when people are getting more interested in crypto. Apparently, people are buying crypto at this point. So why not? Right? Why not? We should have more get people into the products they like the best, whether it's whether they want to stay in Bitcoin or they look at HEX and say, hey, it's a great system. 100 plus streamers. We all believe in the mission, freedom, speech, all that stuff too. So I'm just going to check on, again, if you haven't been to gorealdefi.com, I haven't got a chance today. I want to make some more updates. I got a couple other things I want to add. I want us to keep it super clean though. Again, I've had different ideas come around of like adding this and that. I'm like, I'm trying to be ruthless on this and be like, I just want to add things. I want to look at this page and be like, what would help a new person? Of course I want, there's plenty of people in the community using this too. And I've got all kinds of good feedback and people saying they love it and all that stuff too. Or I guess I haven't heard anyone say they love Go Real DeFi, but I've heard a lot of things. This is helpful and all this stuff. Maybe there'll be like some Go Real DeFi maxis at some point. But maybe I'll add like a buy button that will like link so you can buy PulseChain, something like that. But I really want this to be the place where, one, you click on something and it goes where you want it to go, and two, you understand, like you present it here, you give it to your onboards or whatever, they know exactly what to do. There's no questions, limited amount of questions, of course. And if you don't know how it works, there's links at the bottom that link you to the Twitter, links you to YouTube, talks about all this stuff. Again, not hosting any front ends. This all points to IPFS apps. So you click on one, it goes to HEX. It just gives you a nice little URL, points there. Talked about the security, I've talked about all this stuff. If you have any questions, let me know, but I've already felt like I explained everything. Click on the bridge though. Whoa, it works. Cool. All right, I was half expecting it not to work. So it works, yay. Maybe they got it off whatever list it was on that was falsely reported. So I don't know if it works for you, but I click on it, it works here. Hopefully it's just not a cache. Let me connect wallet and see. Or maybe it's a new version. Maybe they deployed a new one. I thought they might do that too. Let's see, let's go to bridge. So if I want to check the version, let's go to bridge.pulsechain.com. No, it's 1002. So be the same one. And this is auto updated with the latest version. I got scripts and stuff running for that. And again, if you want to check the security, verify the hash, click verify hash. I'm going to update this a little bit. Right now, it's not going to change very much, but I'm going to add a little bit of clarity on the hash for the website and stuff so you can compare the two. Just going to slightly change, be a little bit more clear so you can compare them. But this is, this is the official. This is what's on the site. This tells you if anything had changed, status is okay. As far as the links and everything being the same. So that's how you know. Yeah, otherwise, it would say fail if something was mismatched, which to let you know. So verify for yourself. Go and do all the math yourself, or look and see what this tells you. So make it easier. And again, if you want to switch wallets, I'm already connected to PulseChain. Otherwise, I would say switch to PulseChain, or thought about doing add network or switch to PulseChain. I'm not sure. I'm going to switch to PulseChain for now. Again, as clean as possible. Minimal buttons, minimal apps. Get you where you need to go. I'm thinking about adding a buy button. Let me know if you think it's a terrible idea to add like a little buy button here, buy PulseChain. It goes to like gopulse.com/buy. I feel like that's the best place to land people, the easiest. Maybe it's not the cheapest. Maybe it's not this or that. Uses change. I get it. But like ruthlessly, how do we get more people on this network? I don't care about all the nerd stuff and get the best price and all this stuff. Let them figure that out afterwards. Like, let's get them in first, and then they can figure out how to do all the advanced stuff. Let's remove as many things as possible. Rebel, you need a brief discussion what the icons are. Do I need something other than HEX? I feel like this is bridge. Again, I don't want to add a bunch of words here, but PulseChain bridge, PulseChain launchpad, launch PulseChain apps, and then everything down here you see is PulseChain, unless it says something else. HEX is on PulseChain app. Exchange on ETH. I could add a little tooltip, like you hover your mouse and it'll say, this is the PulseChain bridge. I mean, that's about all I can do for that. Yeah, no, I get it. I'm not critiquing. I'm just trying to think of, is this something that will make things more complicated or not? I think I could add a tooltip. The best I could do is add like you hover over it and it'll give you a little explainer window. Nothing else does that right here, but I had it before doing all other stuff. Oops. Let me go back to the Eliza Barnley. Even if you're hardcore X and you should always have 11% of Bitcoin. Well, maybe. I don't know. Have as many percentage as you think you want to. So that's the thing. If you have more. So let's start. Yeah, let's do conversations. Let's go back to Bitcoin chart for a sec. If you are all in the RH ecosystem, then you're all in for all the gains and you're in for all the losses, right? If you're doing 50-50, let's say you're half in, HEX, PulseChain, whatever projects you want that are in the ecosystem, and you're half in Ethereum and Bitcoin, or all Bitcoin, whatever, then if things go crazy and go way up, you're missing out on those gains. But also, if imaginary horribles happen or otherwise, or things just don't go as quickly as you want to your time horizon, whatever it is, then you also avoid that. So it's just, again, every situation is, what is your situation? What is your time horizon? How much money do you have? What, are you banking on this for everything, or you're not? How much time do you have? Where are you getting yield other places? Like, do you not need to sell for a long time, or do you need to sell next year? Well, that goes into it. So I'm sure plenty of people have probably more ETH than Bitcoin these days, and then percentage in the RH ecosystem. But yeah, I think it's very specific to each person's situation. Preachu, on a serious note, was the whole PulseX shenanigans a scam? I'm not sure if you're referring to the ecosystem at large. That if so, I would say no, not a scam, no matter what you've heard on the internet. Lots and lots of people don't think it is. I don't think it is. So if you're not already in the ecosystem and you're curious about it, then come on over and see what we got and see if you like it. If you don't like it, you can evaluate it however you like. But I like it. I've been following the founder, Richard Hart, for working on 7 years. Been 6 years right now, working on 7 years since 2017. I like the guy, I like the products, and I like the community. But my opinion. We all got to place our own bets. Or not. Sit out. That's fine too. Again, I literally don't blame anyone. I was watching the highest of stakes with a friend the other day who's not in the crypto. And he was like, at the end, we were just having a conversation about it. And I was like, I think he felt like I wanted him to buy or not that I was pressuring him, but maybe he took it as this was going to convince him to get into crypto, that sort of thing. And I was like, no, at the end of it, you do not need to be in crypto. I told him, you do not need to be in crypto. You don't. Everyone has their own choice to make. I don't look at people who are no coiners with anything. It's like a lot of people who there's ups and downs, there's emotions, there's personal financial goals, there's people who have enough money already. They don't care or they don't want to understand it. That's fine. I'm not going to call them dum-dums. I'm not going to insult them and be like, yeah, you cool. Whatever you're doing, apparently it's working for you. So I don't do that. I don't think it's not up to me to determine who is the right financial choice for people. I know crypto is the right choice for me. I believe that. But for everyone else, if you know, you know. If you don't know, then you probably still know. You just don't care. That's cool too. I don't care about a lot of things. I don't care about what don't I care about? I don't know. There's some stuff I don't care about though. Can't think of anything on top of my head. And the people do care about it. I don't think they think I'm dumb either for not caring about what they care about. I can't get to all the questions. I'm just going to scroll for a minute. I'll preach you. Will Pulse sacrificers see their returns? I don't know. It's not a business. It is first of all, it's a sacrifice, so no expectations of anything happens with it. However, many people have limited expectations that their money will do returns. However, there's no guarantees of anything. I certainly hope it will, but to me, it just makes sense. I was thinking about this today. I was like, this is a good point. Why don't people just buy Bitcoin? Bitcoin is up. Bitcoins did almost let's say it did a 3x. Did a 3x in a year. Why do we need altcoins? Why do we need anything? Maybe Ethereum, whatever, for smart contracts and stuff. But even that, most of the stuff on that to do with smart contracts is tokens and stuff. And those have prices. So why do we need any of this? Why don't you just buy Bitcoin? Everyone knows Bitcoin. Everyone loves Bitcoin. Price go up over time. That's not how the world works. People don't just want to buy the safe thing. What you consider safe in crypto, Bitcoin, right, is relatively speaking, that they know is not going to go away. Safe as in they know it has staying power. They know it's not going to go away. People don't want to do that. And you can see that because look at every other thing in the world. Stocks have their risky stocks. Why isn't there one stock and just why isn't there one index? Why isn't there one whatever? People have their tribes. People have their risk profiles. People have their time horizons. And a lot of people just want to gamble. It's not for me, but a lot of people just want to gamble. So, they buy coins. Anyways, I'm going to call it a stream. I'm going to go for a run because I did not get a run in today. I'd like to get one in before it gets completely dark. And knock on wood, I don't see any bears outside. Only want to see bulls. Very friendly bulls. No bears outside. And yeah, that's all I got for you. Oh, well, I guess PulseX never has taken or limit orders. Tetra is going to have limit orders, so I'll go this real quick because I'm excited about this. If you go to what is it? Oh gosh, I forgot the URL. Okay, good. Browser remembers. Omnis.tetra.run. So limit order coming soon. I've heard it's coming very soon. So this will be this. Not only can you trade like 5 different coins. So I connect wallet. Not only can you trade like 5 different coins for something else, you can swap between a bunch of different stuff. Limit orders coming soon. So that'll be cool. That'll be something where you can do limit orders on PulseChain. It's a DEX aggregator. So you can do limit orders on a bunch of different, LPs and stuff like that. So that's coming very soon. I'll put it in the chat in case anyone's interested. And follow at TetraWin on Twitter. At TetraWin if you want to see updates and stuff. So it should be pretty cool. Anyways, that's all I got. Congrats, Bitcoin. Again, maybe we'll see a debate. Maybe we'll get to share some knowledge and get some good stuff around that. And when is HEX going to go up? This is the HEX chart. If we go to Go Pulse, let's look at the P. Ooh, we went under a penny there. Yep. I don't look at charts very often. I look at charts when I'm ready to buy or sell, and I'm more of a holder most of the time. So yeah, we don't have a lot of data on HEX on PulseChain. We have way more in here. So yeah, this is not even, it went up, way more than that too. I don't think that's right. But anyways, look at historically. Yeah, they don't even have the 50 cents here. They only got up to 39 cents. So you see what, where's Bitcoin? Go back to Bitcoin for a sec. You see this all-time high? 400, again, I don't know if this number is accurate, but just to give you an example, 400,000%. It's been out, 10, 12, 15 years or so. HEX, again, this is not accurate. I think it went to 55 cents or something like that. I'm not sure. Probably don't have the exact low either, but yeah, way more than that. So these coins can do returns. The coins other than Bitcoin have historically done very well returns. So you decide for yourself. There's a little bit of conversation nuance around it. What's up, Tina? Appreciate that. Yep. Appreciate that. It's early enough. Yep. Hashtag replay gang. Yeah, this is Ninja Stream. I just wanted to get up here. I know Bitcoin was going nuts right now, so nuts for what it's been doing at least. So I want to come up here and stream. I'll stream probably sometime this week. Again, not sure when yet. When I get a moment, but that's all I got for you. So Scivive and 5555. We are out.